again.
So what do you think of Aldo?
I like Aldo.
Yeah, do you? I know you do.
I like Aldo.
What do you think? Do you like what he's doing right now?
No, absolutely not.
What is he doing right now?
At the moment, Aldo, he's just complaining. I understand where he's coming from. Like he obviously feels entitled because he was the first featherweight champion ever, held the belt for a while.
The only one forever.
The only one, yeah. You know, the only one ever, right? And of course, there's some sort of...
And he lost in like a...
devastating fashion, obviously. But I think what happened... I think my problem with it is just, you know, like, it's very clear in this sport. No one's entitled to anything. Like, if you want fucking something, you gotta earn everything.
You gotta make the right kind of noise.
Yeah, you
can't make the noise he's been making.
No one is entitled to anything. Like, you know what I mean?
He looks complaining.
He just feels like, because Silva lost to Weidman that first time, he got a title match right away. He should get the same sort of treatment. It's like, sure, but granted, but like...
But he lost to Weidman. That guy has not a lot of personality. You know? He's kind of like, yeah, you're good. You know, there's...
Yeah, and Connor, moved on and went to...
Connor was on a roll.
Yeah, and he's moving on to, like, bigger things.
Yeah.
If that's the case... Forget about it, man. Your career wasn't based off Connor. Like, you got a lot of guys in your division that would love to fight you, and could be great fights,
Max
man.
Holloway,
Pettis.
Yeah.
Those are just two names.
Who do you think would win, Pettis or him? Probably Aldo.
I think Aldo would beat Pettis
because Pettis hasn't been his best lately. He won his last fight.
He hasn't been his best, and like we saw, like I think the same kind of thing is gonna happen like against Edson Barbosa, where he just got leg kicked.
Right.
Like
right.
Aldo's very, very good, very fast too, right?
Yeah.
But Holloway would be a difficult fight for Aldo just because of this. I think he's got that reach, right? He's very lanky.
He is, eh?
You know, and he gave Connor a tough fight too, right? Yeah, although they say Connor was injured.
They say
that, but I mean, let's face it. Let's give the kid credit. He's tough.
Yeah,
he's a fucking tough fighter. We've
His
seen him.
only
He's
decision.
on. Yeah,
well, not an AD.
And he's got what is he on, like a 6-fight win streak or something? Like
I think it's more than that. He's like 8 or 9.
Something ridiculous. So yeah, there's lots of guys that should be fighting here, and Aldo has no excuse. He can't be just I'm entitled to this and that's that.
But now he's saying
just say it. You want Connor.
But now he's saying he doesn't want Connor. He just wants to retire.
See, that's just I don't know where that's coming from.
And he's not even 30.
I know, man. He's still young.
Young, man.
Yeah, he's 29?
Now apparently he said he's like, I'm the best.
What is he, 50 years old?
He said he's the best UFC fighter in history.
No, he's not.
And is he up there?
He's up there though.
Yeah.
I think he's the top. I think he's a top 10.
Silva's the best, or Jon Jones?
I think Jon Jones, just in terms of it depends.
Jon Jones beat Murders Row consecutively.
Yeah.
Right? Like Silva beat a lot of good people, obviously, but it wasn't all back to back.
No, and also, Silva was undefeated in the UFC until Weidman.
Really? Hey?
Yeah. So, which is pretty crazy.
Well, I mean,
Jon Jones is undefeated.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
I agree with you.
For those of you,
I'm going to say why Jon Jones is better is because.
Hold on, let me just fill in the audience. Jon Jones has one loss technically
to Matt Hamill.
Yeah, but that's because, and if you watch that fight, he was just
merciless. Yeah, it was
beating him up. Like
brutal.
Jon Jones was no issues with Matt Hamill beating him up, but he did an illegal. I believe it's 12 to what is that called? 6?
12 to 6, like elbow.
Yeah, 12 to 6 elbow. So from up to down elbow, which is illegal. And if you listen,
it's brutal
to Joe Rogan, who says it often. That's what it was, though, right? 12 to 6 elbow.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan talks about it often. He says the only reason that elbow is illegal is because when they were making the rules, they were like looking at like those karate guys who like elbow like ice bricks and crack them, or like pieces of wood or cinder blocks. They thought, oh man, like that's dangerous. That's why apparently that's like.
I think that's a good reason.
But it's not like it's not any more or less powerful than
like another elbow.
Yeah, it's just like
elbows cut you up.
Or whatever, yeah. I don't actually know the details as to why the ice breaks or why that's how they break ice. The point is, I trust Joe Rogan, and he says it's stupid. He says it's really dumb.
I love that's the reason.
And that being said, so not only was it just karate chop.
Yeah.
Not only was Jon Jones winning that fight the whole time.
Yeah.
He also lost to a move that shouldn't even be illegal. So we say he's undefeated.
I consider.
But you were gonna say
the reason, After you cut me off, obviously.
Yeah.
All sad. No, I was saying why I think Jon Jones is better too. It's just the caliber of guys that he was against, right? Like Rashad, former champion. Rampage Jackson, former champion.
Shogun.
I'm just naming guys. Shogun.
Let's see if I could.
I can't even remember the in a row. But the Shogun,
Machida, Rashad, Rampage, Vitor.
All champions.
Daniel Cormier.
Yep.
Champion. Gustafsson wasn't a champion.
But tough contender.
And also
Glover.
Yeah.
Who else has he beaten up?
He's beaten a lot.
Chael Sonnen.
Like, Sonnen says he's the strongest guy
that he's ever fought.
Yeah. It's funny when the steroid or the PED alleged allegations came out against Jon Jones right before UFC 200, Sonnen was quick to, be like, oh, he was so strong. Like, I always, I'm not surprised, kind of that tone, right? But now, since it's looking in Jon Jones' favor, I feel like he's taken back his tone a little bit in that regard. But yeah, who knows, man? I think he would be the number one.
I think he's number one. I mean, even the UFC put him as number one in their top 50.
Yeah.
Their top 200 or whatever, like the top 200 list. It's like, it goes...
Jones, Silva, you
GSP.
Could say GSP. I don't know.
GSP was dominant though, right? That's what it is. And like, I think...
But how many... his who did he beat? Matt Hamill was huge. BJ Penn.
Matt Hughes. BJ Penn.
Sorry, Matt Hughes, not Matt
Hamill. Yeah, he beat him up too.
Yeah.
Moved up 2 weight classes to beat him.
Matt Hamill?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Made that up.
But he did beat him.
He beat Matt Hughes.
But he fought Matt Hamill as well. No?
No, he never fought.
Oh, he never fought. Oh, it's Matt Serra.
There's
the two Matts.
Yeah.
No, but did he lose to Matt Hughes as well? GSP?
He did.
Yeah. Okay.
He's only lost to the Matts.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought Matt Hamill was one of them.
Yeah, Matt Hughes, Matt Serra both beat him.
Right.
Yeah. But who else? He fought John Fitch, Josh Koscheck.
Were they just big time back in the day?
They were the top of the guys at the time.
Before I was.
Johnny Hendricks, he worked in that fight.
He's making a face for those of you not watching.
Yeah.
He did not. How I feel.
He did not beat him.
You know what though? Now that I've gotten a little bit more into the sport, I'd probably want to watch that fight again to see if it's kind of like the Bisping handle thing. Because when GSP quote unquote beat Johnny Hendricks in a decision, and I was like, "There's no chance. Like that's so unfair. Hendricks got robbed. Blah 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 blah." But now so many people are saying that about Hendo. And I understand the scoring system better,
a little bit, yeah.
I actually understand it a lot more than I did. Because back then I was all about, look at his face. I was one of those guys, right? Yeah. And so I'd be interested to watch that fight again. However, even in the post-fight press conference, Dana White was just like, yeah, Hendricks, should have won that fight. I don't know what the judges were saying. And like GSP was in the hospital,
Yeah.
I think Bisping was as well, though, the last one, right?
Yeah. Should have lost that, too, though, right?
What, the Bisping?
Yeah.
I think Bisping took that, man.
Yeah,
you can't just get rocked once.
Yeah, you can't just drop him once and that just...
However...
who keeps whining about it?
Weinman.
Chris Weinman. Yeah, he's upset. He's like, I'm embarrassed for the division.
He's got to chill.
Just go win your fight. And then you can fight Bisping, whatever. I think that's the next fight, Weidman. Bisping. I think that's what they want, at least. Yeah. But who knows, though? Romero might beat Weidman. He's not a bum, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's big, man.
He's big, yeah.
Yeah, and he's probably still juicing somehow.
Somehow. But, Weidman complaining. I don't know.
I don't have a problem with it, whatever. He's just upset. He wants to get his name out there. And it's working. He's under Bisping's radar. It's good.
It's just complaining is never a good look.
Never.
Just
like Aldo. Aldo's complaining way too much right now.
Yeah.
Like
Dana White says he's being ridiculous.
Yeah, just get in there and fight, man. Just get in there. You know what I mean? Just get in there. Show it. Just remember what you are and what made you famous. Yeah. You know what I mean? Who are you? You're a fucking
Conor
fighter.
Said too. He lost against Nate, and he's like, screw all this press stuff. Like, I need to
win again.
Go back to the gym and do what got me here, right?
Exactly, right? That's exactly with Aldo. Like, fuck, just clear out your division. Each time you win, you know what, I want Conor again. Like, I fucking want him. Like, you're dodging me, whatever. You're going to get some attention. People are going to eventually be like, you know what, man, that's the fight to make.
For sure.
Aldo versus McGregor. Or if McGregor's like, you know what, I can't go down to 141. Then he gets your belt, and then you move up.
Well,
then you can move up to lightweight.
That after the Alvarez fight,
he has to give up a belt.
Yeah.
One or the other.
He has to choose where he's going to fight.
I think he should stay in lightweight.
I think so too.
Because I think he should stay in lightweight.
I think he should stay in featherweight.
Just to keep the division, like,
I just think
sparked.
He's been murdering it there, you know?
He has been murdering it. He's gonna keep murdering it there. I'd like to see him keep the lightweight personally, just because I think there's more exciting fighters in that division for him to fight.
Yeah, but I mean...
But you're scared of him losing.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. You're scared for him to lose.
I don't want to see that.
But the thing is, like, I don't know, like, I think Conor would do well in that division. I do.
It's possible, yeah. We gotta see, man. We
never know, man. Like,
enough talk about all these people. Oh, the power doesn't translate. Like, I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of hearing that.
Let's watch the fight.
Yeah, bro. He has clearly no wrestling. He's got no wrestling. You know, I don't want to hear that. I'll decide.
I'll decide. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll decide.
I hope Alvarez doesn't just take him down right away, though.
He might, man. Alvarez is that good, but like I don't think he will though. Honestly,
he's got good takedown defense.
Yeah, he does. I think Alvarez will be able to generate something in like the third or fourth round if it gets there.
They have footage. I don't know which fight it was, but Conor and Eddie Alvarez training together in the same room. Right? This is like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And Conor's fighting a guy who's got like headgear, body gear, and whatever, right, to protect the guy. And Eddie Alvarez is just like, yeah, I remember him like sparring, like he was such a loser, like beating the shit out of like his training partner. It's like, dude, like relax, like why are you beating him up, man? Like trying to look good, like trying to feel better about yourself. Like, just like the lamest smack talk.
Yeah,
you know?
That sounds very lame.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
He ain't got a shot. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't really hate Alvarez though. He seems like a cool guy.
I don't hate anybody, man.
Yeah, I respect anybody who's getting in that octagon. Seriously.
Yeah, I was excited though, man.
Yeah.
You want to take a chance and risk getting